Hello, this is Sean Bishop of Bishop Instruments and Bows, and this is my What's New March. It's now about the 10th of March, so I'm a few days late. Life's been busy. Right, let's get on to what I've got. I've just sort of bought a smattering of things that have just come in recently. Some new, some old. So let's get on with, let's do the violins first, I think. Right, old violin. Giovanni Pistucci. I've talked about him quite a bit in the past. One of the great of the last Naples makers. And this is a very nice Raphael and Antonio Galliano labelled violin. I wouldn't say it was a complete copy, but it certainly is along those lines. It's made to look old. I saw this a number of years ago and recently took it in again as part exchange as the client moved up. 100% trade-in value from Bishop Instruments. Really nice violin, and crazily enough, this is now my fourth Pistucci violin we've got in the shop. Fifth violin. So if you want a Pistucci, I've got 5 of them. Okay, they all sound good. I've got 3 of them that are in mint condition, two that have had a few restorations, but they're nice violins. This was made about 1920 in Naples, and as I've always said about the Naples makers, it's like a margarita pizza. They stick with what they know. The ingredients don't change. Nothing changes in Naples. It's just so rare to see a Strad copy. Sonnino was about the only maker from Naples that ever did anything outside of the box. All the other guys copied Galliano models. Okay, so that's a really nice violin. I'll have a quick play so you can sort of hear a few notes. There we go, that was a few notes. Right, moving on to another violin. Brand new violin. So this is Alberto Cassutti of Padova, and he's just finished this. In fact, I had to almost grab it off him because he wanted to hold on to it for a bit longer. I said, no, give it to me, because he was in London. So we had a tug of war, I won, and I've got it. This is a late Del Gesù copy, or model really. What's he got in here? What date? Yeah, 1741. So a late Del Gesù. It's quite antiqued, but tastefully done, I think. And his violins always sound really good, and it's nice to get a violin from him and a viola every year. And I like this one. Let's have a play of this. Okie dokie. Here's some idea. Very open. Yeah, I like it. Nice to have nice violins. Right, now we'll get into one viola. Again, it's a new viola by Sebastain Ribes. He is based in Cremona. There you go, you see that. And what I like about this, it's a very different sort of model. It's Brescian style, as we can see, but there's a little bit of Cremona in this one. The F-holes, while they're longer in a sort of Desalo-y sort of way, they're still slightly Cremonese, sort of from the top upwards. Downwards is Maggini Gaspar type thing. But so I like this. It's really nicely made. Again, he's just done a very light antique to it. Probably I would describe that as a 15% antiquing, but really sounds good. And I do like this viola. I've asked him actually to make me another one straight, not unvarnished, unantiqued, and maybe you could enter in a competition, because this is a special viola. Right, let's see if we go. That sounds really good. That's definitely one of my best modern violas I've got in the shop. Won't last long. I'd like to make me a couple more of these. What a great viola. Okay, bows. 3 bows here. I've got 2 old, 1 new. Start with the new. It's a viola bow by Victor Bernard. He's a maker based in Brussels. I hope he's in Brussels. Well, he's certainly Belgium. Last year or the year before, whenever the last Violin Society of America bow making competition was on, he walked away with loads of gold medals. so it's no surprise. I've been buying and selling his bows for a long time, and I had quite a lot. I sold a lot, and then I called him to say, when's my next batch coming? And he said, I've got 3 bows for you in January. And I said, great, how about another 3 later in the year? He said, I'm booked up now until 2028, 29. So, bloomin' heck. I've put it in an offer for future work. Let's put it that way. I'm on his books for 2029 or 28. So look, if you want a viola bow by Victor or a violin bow, I've got a couple here, and they are very nice and typical of a man with a 5-year waiting list. And yeah, really nice work. Really easy to play. Older bows. So we have Jean-Jacques Millant, the great late 20th century French bow maker, one of the last of the old school, really. So he was the cousin of Bernard Millant, related to, I think his father was Roger or Max Millant, one of the violin makers. And I had the pleasure of meeting him. I've probably told everyone this. In the 1993 in Paris, I went to a local violin shop there and said, who's the best bow maker? They said, Jean-Jacques Millant. He's around the corner. I went around the corner, went down a little basement, and in a really small room with one little window, there he was working away. And we had a great conversation and talk. And he was telling me he made all of his bows after 1970 were gold mounted. The rumour has it was that he was actually a gambling addict. So gold bows made a bit more. Anyway, so the good thing is when you see a silver mounted bow like this, you know that it's pre-1970. And I think I don't want to be too mean about his work, but pre-1970 is the best work. And this is no example. This is no exception. It's a Violin style cut into the frog. Interesting silver eye, which you often see in the Millant bows, violin bows that came from the workshop, the shop. E.A. Huchard did some, I think, the Bazins, the Morizos. Anyway, that's a really nice sort of semi-modern 1965 French bow. We go further back, V.Fetique, who I've often talked about, and I just bought this recently. This is a bow made for Koné. It was a violin maker, I think, a violin shop, and Fetique supplied them with some bows. And this is quite a late example of Fetique's work, 1930, I think. Raffin certificate, of course. Fantastic bow. I just got it today. I played on it. Works. And I'll keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. V.Fetique, half the price of a Sartre. Okay? There's not a major difference in the work, really. In reality, it's certainly not double. Okay? So anyway, that's my quick wrap-up of what I've got in March 2024. Did I say 24 to begin with? I don't know. Anyway, we've got more things in store, and I'll be seeing you again in April. All the best. Bye-bye.